What's up, you guys? I'm TJ. I'm for you on YouTube, over on Score for you on Twitter. This is my wildcard recap and my divisional round picks and predictions for 2017-2018 NFL season playoff edition. I won't be long with my videos, so let's get right down to it. In the wildcard games, I went 2-2 straight up, 2-2 against the spread, and 2-2 over under, which gives me a season total of 179 wins, 81 losses straight up. 128 wins, 124 losses with 5 pushes against the spread. Yes, indeed. That's how my week was. So 500 evenly, half and half. I told you to take the Chiefs to win. They did not do it. Smith just couldn't keep the 21-3 lead at the half. Titans came back strong. Even on a touchdown catching pass to Marcus Mariota, should have been intercepted by a defender by the Chiefs, but he failed. It came right back to his hands. Mariota scored his own touchdown throw that he passed to by himself. Unbelievable. And the Titans win the game and ends the Chiefs' chances at getting into the playoffs once again moving forward. Al Smith, I think it's time for him to go. Andy Reid, and Andy Reid is 1 out of 4 in the playoffs. Can it get any better? I guess. I mean, the Chiefs just couldn't hang on to that win. And Andy Reid is the new Marty Schottenheimer because he couldn't do it with San Diego. So now the Chiefs have an issue with Andy Reid getting the playoffs. It's like, how much can they go? Losers in that. So the Chiefs have some work to do. Al Smith, I think, will be playing elsewhere next season. Patrick Mahomes will take over for the Chiefs more likely next season. Titans will be going to New England to face the Patriots for the Saturday night game. We'll get to that just tonight. The second game, I had the Falcons. Didn't think it would be a high-scoring game, but the Falcons found a way to beat the high-power-scoring Rams. Rams just wasn't quite ready. The field was sloppy. Remember, they just came in for the first time. Of course, this was Jared Goff's first appearance in the playoffs, and they stopped Todd Gurley and they stopped Robert Woods and the rest of the crew for the Rams. They just didn't look like themselves. That's why the Falcons are heading to Philadelphia to face my Eagles in the first game of the division round on Saturday. The third game, so Saturday wasn't a very good day for me overall, wildcard wise. But Sunday it got better. Jaguars won by a touchdown, but no one didn't expect it to be a low-scoring game. Both teams looked ugly. Both teams played very bad. It was a defensive game. LaShawn McCoy, he was active, but really wasn't much of a threat at all. Tyrod Taylor suffered a concussion, so he had to leave the game late in the game. They put Nate Peterman in, and that didn't make matters help either. And that's why the score turned out to be the way it is. And the Jaguars are traveling to Pittsburgh second time this season in the first game on Sunday. We'll get to that in a minute as well. And the Saints over the Panthers. I told you to take the Saints over the Panthers and take the sweep. Hard to win 3 times to a team. And it did turn out to be that way. Kamara and Ingram and Thomas. Drew Brees, oh man, he really outdid the Panthers defense, and Cam Newton had a horrible day. He also had a concussion possibly, and they said he was clear, but the league is investigating. He should have been cleared more, but they don't think he really cleared it and he was allowed to play the game. But they're going to investigate it, but that's something they look for during the off season. So the Saints will be facing the Vikings in the last game on Sunday. So that's how my wild card picks turn out to be. And here are my picks for the division rounds. Beginning of the Saturday game. Before I get to that, the number 6 seeds beat the number 3 seeds on Saturday, and the number 4 seeds beat the number 5 seeds on Sunday. That is something that no one did not expect. But hey, it's the NFL, and you never know what to expect. I got the Eagles over the Falcons. And the only reason why I'm picking the Eagles, not because I'm biased, is because the Eagles will have their stars, and I think they will have the better team. Despite the Falcons winning with the Rams, it's hard to win back-to-back road games in back-to-back weeks in the playoffs. I just don't see it happening. The Falcons, red zone is 24th in the league. They're 19 defending the run. The Eagles have the better defense. I think if the Eagles run with Jay Ajayi, who, by the way, against the Falcons early part of the season, carried the ball 25 times and had 126 yards in Miami. I see some of that happening again, and I don't think the Falcons will be able to stop Ajayi. Mix up with Blunt, mix up with Clement. It could be a run game that could help the Eagles and the defense stop these Falcons. The only person we got to look out for is Julio Jones, and running, we can stop Devontae Freeman because we've stopped them like everybody else. Everybody is naysaying the Eagles' Nick Foles because of his lousy performance against the Cowboys, but that was a meaningless game. And the Raiders, those were cold games. These games were cold, especially the one on both Christmas night and especially New Year's Eve. So, yeah. The Eagles are 2.5-point dogs at home, but we can beat these Falcons. And one thing, guys, that you did not know, Nick Foles is facing the Falcons for the first time in his career under Dan Quinn. And the Falcons defense, if you guys didn't know, plays a cover 3 defense. And Nick Foles is undefeated when you have teams with a cover 3 defense. When he was with the Eagles in 2014, he beat the Jaguars, threw for over 200 yards in that game. When he was with the Rams in 2015, he threw for over 300 yards with a win over the Seahawks. And when he was a Chief, the same team he beat with the Eagles was the Jaguars. He threw for over 200 yards in that one. So he knows these cover 3 teams, but he's never faced the Falcons, so that could be a challenge. But if he knows and seeing his share, he knows how to look and throw to the right guys. Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar, Torrey Smith, Zach Ertz, and check out the runs of Jay Ajayi, as I mentioned to you before. This is going to be a close game. That's all I'm going to say. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm going to take the Eagles, despite what the naysayers are saying that the Falcons are favored to win. I'm going with my Eagles plus 2.5 to win the game straight up. Total points per game is 41 points. This could be a low-scoring game because this could be a relatively easy a 23 to 21 game. Maybe 23, maybe 20, maybe 23 to 17, some of that. But I wouldn't even say under. Let's take it over 41 points because, like I said, this could be easily be a 27 to 24 win with the Eagles. So, yeah, take the Eagles to win, take the points plus 2.5, and take it over 41. Second game, New England all over the Tennessee Titans. Patriots are 13.5-point favorites at home. I just don't see the Titans making this game very close. It's going to be chilly at Foxborough. So, yeah, Tom Brady and company, I'm not even going to say anything else. Even though Tennessee beat a number 3 seed, I just don't think they have what it takes to be number 1 seed. So, New England all the way to Tennessee. Straight up, give New England the points, 13.5. Total points per game is 47 points. Tennessee may get 14, maybe 16, maybe 17 points. Take that point total over 47 in the game on Saturday night. The Sunday game, the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chilly Heinz Field, that is. The Steelers are 7.5-point favorites at home. Rematch from Week 5 when the Jaguars annihilated the Steelers 30-9. I don't see no 30-9 here. I think the Steelers will do it and get it done this time. Antonio Brown is still a decision if he's going to play or not. Even if he doesn't play, or if he does play, I still think Pittsburgh will win this game. But Jacksonville can make it close with me from there. And I think with the chilly air in Hinesville, more colder in Hinesville than it was in Jacksonville, Evergreen Stadium. I just don't have what it takes to see Jacksonville upsetting the Steelers. I just don't see it happening. But I can see Jacksonville covering those 7.5 points. Yes, I do. So Jacksonville covers the 7.5 points, but I'm giving Pittsburgh the win straight up. Total points for that game is 41 points. This could easily go over 41 points because Jacksonville know how to score points, but Pittsburgh know how to score points too. 27, maybe 27, 23, 27, 24. So yeah, take it over 41 points in the game with Jacksonville and Pittsburgh. And the last game, the game of the week, the New Orleans Saints traveling to U.S. Bank Stadium to face 2 Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are 4-point favorites at home. Well, I'm going to go with New Orleans in this game. Case Keenum making his first playoff appearance. Minnesota making their second playoff appearance in about a couple of years. When they were in the wild card game, they couldn't do anything. Missed the field goal. It was a cold game back when they were outside. I don't have confidence in what Case Keenum can do with the Saints defense. He could be sacked all over the place. I see him getting sacked at least 2 or 3 times in this game. And Latavius Murray, that's one thing. But when you got Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram on the other side of the ball with New Orleans, that could be all day with Minnesota. They could stop them. It could be all types of plays that Drew Brees might do with his quick passing and things of that nature. You got to look at that. Then you got to look at Michael Thomas, the deadly wide receiver. Oh, man, I can tell you. This game is going to be very, very close. That's why it's 4 points. I think that's pretty close. So, with that said, Drew Brees and company will get back to the championship game as they just edged the Minnesota Vikings. It could be a 3-point win. It could be a 2-point win. But I'm going with New Orleans +4 in this game and for New Orleans to win the game straight up. Total points for this game is 45 points. Both teams do score 30-plus points. So take that point total over 45 points. Don't be surprised if it's a defensive game, but 45 points should be enough. So let's take it over 45 in the New Orleans and Minnesota game on Sunday. Alright guys, so those are my predictions. Eagles over the Falcons, Patriots over the Titans, Steelers over the Jaguars, and the Saints with the upset over the Minnesota Vikings. So Philly will face the Saints in the NFC Championship, and the Patriots and Steelers will face each other at Gillette Stadium for the AFC Championship. Both games will be held midday Sunday into early evening Sunday. So, what's your picks? Put them down below and let me know who you're picking for this week. Alright, I got one question. John Gruden was named the Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders head coach for 10 years and $100 million. Is that too much for one guy who's been color commentary for 9 seasons with ESPN? Let me get your answers down below as well. That's it for my picks this week. Thank you so much for watching. TJ Harman for you on YouTube, over_L for you on Twitter. Good luck, prognosticators, on your picks. Check us out on our Facebook page. Check out the YouTube page. The links is down below. They give you what I do. They say what they say. They say what I do. And they give you some other inputs on some parlay plays and money lines and things. So, check the links down below. I'll see you guys back here next week for the NFL Championship game Sunday. Enjoy the games, you guys, and I'll see you back here next Tuesday. See you all later.